everybody. Welcome back to another video, another vlog. I'm actually on my lunch break right now and I'm about to make my lunch. Today I'm making for lunch, I'm eating ramen. It's just easy for me to make, you know, easy, simple, quick, painless meal that I can eat. I do though is a little bit different. I kind of like to zhuzh up my food. So I'll turn around the camera and show you what we got going on here. Okay, so I have this grilled chicken breast. So I will air fry that in here. And then as that's cooking, it takes 6 minutes to cook. After it cooks, or while it's cooking, I have the actual shin ramen, if you will. They got the K-pop demon hunters on there, you know. Yesterday I went to a bakery called Mozart Bakery in Carrollton, Texas. And they had this like chocolate Danish thing. I can't wait to try it. It looks so good. They have so many like delicious looking foods in there. Anyway, and then I'm gonna make this. And then I put a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top of it. And that's gonna be my lunch. So I'm gonna make that now. My skin is looking super textured right now. This lighting is not doing me favors. There we go. A little bit better. But yeah, just a little vlog moment before I go back to work for another 3 hours. Okay, I have both my air fryer and my microwave going right now, so I do apologize if it's a little bit loud in the background. But guys, today the weather is like cloudy, it's overcast. It is just kind of, it's a bit dreary outside, let's say that. And this is when I really realize how much my like mood is directly impacted by the weather, because I love when it's sunny outside. Like I really love sunny days. And like I don't mind a cloudy day, right? Like I can handle a cloudy day. But when I have to work and it's cloudy, I'm kind of like, okay. You know, like, okay, it's cloudy out. I have to sit in this office with the office lights on. And it's really windy outside, actually. It's getting super windy, but I just love when it's sunny out. Like I am very much like, when it's sunny out, I feel like more energized. I feel more active. When it's cloudy, I would much rather just be at home, reading a book, watching a show, listening to a podcast, you know. Like I just don't want to be at work. Like I really don't want to be at work, but it's fine, it's whatever. I have to gotta make the money, you know. So I have to like get my vlogging muscles up. It's very hard to like vlog and hold a camera. It's not hard, I'm just saying it's like something I have to get used to. But yeah, going to work after this, finish the shift up, and then, you know, just relax afterwards. I got all of my schoolwork done yesterday, which is really nice. So today I'm just going to kind of chill, kind of plan my things out for the next week. And okay, I finished my lunch and now I'm about to go back to work. Listen, I'm just grateful that I can work, you know? I'm just grateful that I have a job and I can afford rent and I can buy my groceries and I can sometimes treat myself to a little new thing every once in a while. But yeah, I'm about to go back to work. Hey everybody, I just got off of work. I just got home. This is kind of what I do every time when I get off of work. I immediately change all my clothes and then I get into bed. My social battery today was really at zero. Like I woke up and I had like a little bit of energy, but it was just so minimal today. Like I did not want to do anything outside of my home today, but I have to, I have to go to work and I have to do my things. And like, just some days I just feel like I'm just so tired, and like not tired, but it's more of like, my social battery is not 100%. Like I just don't feel like doing things today. But I made it through the 8 hours and now I'm home. And I get to like relax for the rest of the night. So that's good. Right. I did want to talk about one thing today that has been kind of weighing on my mind recently, something that I've been thinking about a lot. If anyone's familiar with the fig tree metaphor, there's a metaphor for the fig tree. I believe it was originally created by Sylvia Plath when she wrote The Bell Jar, which is a poem, I believe, or either a poem or a collection of poems. And essentially the analogy or the metaphor of the fig tree is she imagines herself sitting in a fig tree and she looks up at all of the figs that are growing above her, and one of the figs represents her life if she has a husband and children. Another one represents her if she decided to become a professor and not get married. Another one is, her becoming an award-winning poet. Just all these different like opportunities that she has in the fig tree. And she gets so paralyzed by just the multitude of options before her that the figs start to shrivel and fall from the tree and die. And it's a very pessimistic way to look at life, I think. I see a lot of people reference the fig tree metaphor as like always in this very like downcast way, because obviously Sylvia Plath was very a complicated and troubled woman. I mean, she did take her life via putting her head in an oven. And she struggled with like depression and a lot of probably postpartum depression, a lot of issues in her life, right? But I feel like I kind of look at the fig tree metaphor in a different way, because one thing I do really appreciate about myself, and one thing that I'll always appreciate and admire about myself, is my ability to have like a situation presented to me, and if there's an issue, right, like this needs to be done, and I try one way and the first way doesn't work, I'm not just going to get frustrated and give up and act like the world is ending. I always will try a different approach. If it doesn't work the first time, then maybe I can try it again another way. And when I, as someone who is approaching 25 years old, and it's kind of like that quarter life crisis thing that you hear all the time, I don't get like this paralyzing fear, because I feel like if I had the fig tree in front of me, and if I do have the fig tree in front of me and I see all these like opportunities in front of me, I'm just going to go up to the tree and shake it. I'm going to shake the tree until all these fruits come falling down, and I'm going to grab as many of them as I can. And does that mean that every one of the figs is going to be perfect on the way down? No, some of them are going to get bruised. Some of them are going to be broken open. You know, some of them are going to get scrapes on them. But at least I'll be able to take a bite of them and taste it and see what it might be like. And I'm not going to get downtrodden or sad about the fact that maybe I can't do everything fully. But at least I live my life knowing that I can try a lot of things. I can take different types of things and experience them, and they might not always be to the fullest extent of experience. But I want to live my life like that. I want to live a life where I don't have to just be one type of person. Like, I don't want to be just an archivist. I don't want to just make videos. I don't want to just write. I don't want to just read. I don't want to just be this or that or another thing. Like, you know, I don't want to just be these like labels that people want to put on me. I want to be my own unique self, and I don't want to confine myself to a box. You know, a lot of people are born into families where they're told you have to become this in order to make your family proud. You need to become a doctor, you need to become a lawyer, you need to become this, you need to become successful in order to support your family. And that's such a one-track way of viewing life. And I understand that, like, I do have certain privileges where I get to experience different things in life, you know? But it's not egregious amount that I'm able to experience. But, like, I just don't ever want to view life in a way where it's like, okay, I have this amount of time to accomplish this goal, and then if I don't accomplish this goal by this time, then I'm washed up, I'm a failure. Like, a lot of people think like that, and it's just so confining. It's just so depressing to just view life in such a one-track way. I just, for me, I just don't want to view life in such a sad way, you know? Like, maybe I won't be able to catch every fig that falls out of the tree, but at least I'll know I tried. And maybe if I take too many, I can share some with other people, you know? It's just, a lot of people, I feel like, get paralyzed by this analogy of the fig tree, of the idea of all their hopes and dreams disappearing in front of their eyes, and they can't become the thing they want to become. And it's like, just try a little bit of it all, you know? I'm more of someone who wants to be good, who wants to be mediocre at a lot of things than being excellent in one thing. And I feel like a lot of people get hyper focused on that. I want to be excellent in just this one thing. But, like, I feel like it's also good to be medium good at a lot of things. And I feel like that's the type of person I like to be. Like, I like to do all these different types of hobbies and try all these different things out and meet all different types of people and experience all different types of life, because it's beautiful. That is humanity, you know, is this want to do so much. But anyway, that's my inspirational talk of the day today. Is try not to get paralyzed by fuzzy in my hair. Try not to get paralyzed by your own self and your own doubts on yourself and the things you want to accomplish, because you're so much more than what somebody might want you to be labeled as. But thank you all so much for watching my little vlog today, my little inspirational chit chat, and I will see you in another video. Bye.